How do I stop feeling anxious and talk to more people at social events? We have all this pressure of, I gotta talk to lots of people, I gotta make a good impression, I gotta get a phone number, I gotta get all that. No, you don't gotta do any of those things. The first thing I would do to get more comfortable in social spaces is to try to learn how to be present and enjoy those social spaces for yourself. Grab a drink, hang out and listen to the music, people watch, dance in your chair, get involved with the activity, listen to the speaker, to the band, and actually do the opposite if you've never done this. Take the pressure off of yourself to perform, to approach people, to talk to people, to be the life of the party, because that's what creates anxiety. First, you need to learn how to be present and enjoy that space and actually learn to be part of it, because then you're going to get connected to it. If you're watching a show, you're going to get fired up and out of your head. When you think about the best guys that are natural socially and you ask them what are you thinking about when you're going out to meet women? They always say some version of I don't know, man, I'm just trying to have fun. And what that really means is they're first and foremost focused on, how can I really have the best time tonight? How can I learn something new? How can I listen to great music? How can I really just be observant in conversation and learn from others? And then when I'm more present, confident, connected to these things, I'll be much better to put myself out there. That's the first step if you haven't done that. The second step to overcoming social anxiety in social spaces for me is to focus your attention outward. And what that means is be really mindful. Spend the next week or two, again, not worrying about how do I sound interesting? What's the right approach line? How do I ask for the phone number? Instead say, how do I talk to someone and be a really great listener? How do I focus on them? How do I look into their eyes and make eye contact? How do I really hear the words that they're saying? How do I try to lower my heart rate and just kind of be present with them and not in my head? At the forefront of social anxiety stems from you worrying about getting approval or avoiding disapproval from others. I need to say something cool. I don't want to come off weird or creepy. I have to get her number. I want to avoid being rejected. And whenever you're thinking ahead of things that you can't control if someone is going to give you their phone number, right? You can't control if they're going to like you. It causes a lot of anxiety. But what you can control is your own actions. And it starts with pushing our attention outwards and saying, I want to really give people the feeling that I'm listening to them, that I care, that I'm curious, that I'm with them, because that'll take you out of, I need to be seen, I need to be good enough, I need to be cool. And instead, I am taking in a lot of data and learning about them, which will make you seem confident to them. But more than that, what also causes a lot of anxiety is if you're in your head, you're missing all the social cues that make us confident. You're missing somebody's facial expressions. You're missing the words that they're saying and the emotions that they're saying behind it. And then what happens? You didn't take in all that data and you're trying to rush to say a conversation that out of thin air. Ask a question that you don't actually connect to. But think about the people that you're really comfortable with socially. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member. How often are you in your head with them? Probably very little. You're really listening to them. They're telling you a story like, hey man, I just got back from Thailand. Oh, snap, dude. Tell me about it. What happened? Oh my God, that story's crazy. And because you're paying attention to them, you're getting their facial cues, you're getting their eye contact, you're getting their emotions, and that helps you relate. So what I would say to help with your social anxiety overall in social spaces, one, I touched upon this a little earlier, get into that environment and lower your heart rate. Relax. Try to sit in your chair and just chill. Breathe and lower your heart rate and change your body so that it's sending the signals to your brain, relax. If your literally heart rate's through the roof, you're short of breath, you're tight and tense and sitting there all closed off, it's going to fuck your brain up. Number two is if you've never done this, don't worry about talking to people at this social space. Worry about having fun, worrying about being present, listening to the music, listening to people watching, being involved in the activity. That's going to keep you present. That's going to put you in a good headspace. And that's what radiates to other people. Great example of this is when you go to a dance club, you'll always see there's some random dudes that will go to the dance floor by themselves and they're probably not even that good at dancing, and they'll just go wild and dance like a couple of bros or sometimes even a dude by himself. And what happens? Everybody around starts to take notice and says, whoa, this person's having fun. They're loose, they're expressive, they're having a good time. And that's what makes them attractive. And you'll see women approach guys that are just dancing by themselves and having fun and actually position themselves close, even if the guy's not a great dancer. So I would say focus on having fun yourself. And then third, when you start talking to people, before worrying about being really interesting or cool or funny or flirty or getting phone numbers, worry about being a great listener, man. Worry about being with people and being curious and locking eyes with them and really trying to be out of your head and just focus in on the moment. Even if it takes you a second or two to respond, that's going to train your brain to say, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, I'm with this person. And that's where creativity lies. That's how we fix anxiety, largely social anxiety.